In a previous video, I showed you some front cabin storage accessories and I showed you how you could save some money because they were sold in a bundle. But in this video, I want to show you 3 ways that you could take advantage of dead space to have more storage in the cargo area of your Jeep. And there's actually a special bonus option as well, so stick around. Hey there and welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. In this episode, I want to talk with you about 3 storage accessories that use some dead space in the back cargo area that would allow you to have storage for more accessories. Let's have a look. As you can see here in the back cargo area, there's a lot of dead space just behind the seats near the windows. And then you've got, for example, the slope side here, and then on the other side, on the driver's side, where if you have the subwoofer, you have also some dead space there. It's a little different, the curve of the trim because of the subwoofer. And then as we move back, you can see how the trim is all curved and it's all kind of fragmented here. And you even have that little access panel that you require to get to take off the rear light. And if we move to the other side, you've got the same kind of broken up curved trim, and there's also the panel there that your windshield washer fluid hose and your defroster connector for your hardtop could be stored if you take the roof off. And then of course, as you stand back and get an overall view, there's all this area in the middle here that is some dead space where you could utilize for storage as well. And in this video, we're going to have a look at some accessories from RT-TCZ to utilize these dead spaces and put some storage accessories there. Let's first have a look at these 2 cases right here, one for the driver's side and one for the passenger side. And you can see in the construction of these units, there's tabs that you could utilize to hold it down using the hardtop bolts. The underside also has some double-sided tape that you could keep on there just to keep it firmly in place, but they're not going to go anywhere with those tabs utilizing those hardtop bolts to hold it down. And these storage bags have multi-panel tabs where you could secure things like tools and little accessories on the outside. And you can also have these nets where you could store some things, but when you open up these bags, you can see there's some partitions in there, and it's very helpful to store some things. On my other Jeep, when I had my winch, I would put the controller in here, so I always knew where it was. These bags are also helpful if you wanted to store your little toolkit. So why use important real estate in your front glove box or center console for things that you only access once in a while when they could be kept in a secure place where you'll always know where they are in these bags directly behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat. So now we have a good clean look at what they look like here. They're not in the way, they don't take up too much space, but they give you a lot of storage. Now these back pockets, I really like these as well. What I like about these ones, these are for the 2024 and newer, because there was a bit of a change to the trim shape in those Jeeps. Now they do have these other storage trays for the 2018 to 2023, and you can see them on the screen. But if you're looking at 2024 or newer, it's these ones that you see on the screen. And I like that they have the tabs so you can just secure it in place. It's not going to go flying around. Now the back does have double-sided tape that you can secure it down if you want. And it's not a problem on the passenger side. They do have an access panel that you can still get to that bolt to remove your rear light. However, on the driver's side, you will need to access that panel if you want to take your top off. So to tape this one down might not be a good idea, but that's okay because it has that plastic tab which will keep the unit in place just utilizing the hard top bolt. Now finally, when we look at this space in the middle of the Jeep, a nice shelf going across here would really look nice, and RT-TCZ has a really nice unit. And here it is here, you can see you first put on these side brackets. You've got, say on the passenger side, the closest to the back has that singular bolt hole, and then that larger piece of the bracket that has 2 bolt holes goes towards the front, and you just mount that in place using the hardtop bolts. And then you do the same on the driver's side, where the tab that has 1 bolt goes towards the back, and then the part of that bracket that has 2 bolt holes, that would go towards the front. And so these 2 brackets get held in place using the bolts from the hardtop, and then the tray just gets secured to those brackets. Now the rounded side of the bolt head would be on the inside of the tray, And then you've got that thick washer between the tray and the bracket, and then on the other side of that is the nylock nut, and it secures in place nice and easy. And with that storage option, you get to utilize that big open space right in the middle. Now, if you do use the storage tray, it is actually in the way of the first storage accessories that I showed you, so they wouldn't work in that capacity. However, the 2 storage trays at the back of the cargo area can still be utilized. And now I want to talk to you a little bit about the bonus storage accessory that utilizes some dead space at the back of the Jeep. Let me know what you think. So I know you never see me using the double-sided tape on these accessories, but I'm going to demonstrate for you now. You just use some isopropyl alcohol and clean off any grease that is in the area where you're going to be applying the product. And here is the bonus storage accessory. It just mounts to this location right here. Now, the other storage accessories that I showed you, they have tabs that you could use, the bolts to the hardtop to hold them in place, but you don't have anything like that here. So you definitely want to take off the cover layer of the double-sided tape here as I demonstrate. So you take that red plastic layer off the top of your double-sided tape. So there's that red plastic piece off, and that's the double-sided tape that's exposed there. I'll do it some more. There you go. And then you continue to take the rest of this double-sided tape off. And then once you have it all off, you just align it with the space here. Put some pressure on it. And there you go. Now that was a little area I didn't expect to be able to utilize for storage items. Now when I'm looking for this to go throw a ball with Lenny, I know where to find it, or anything in here. Of course, there are some more obvious items that you could store here. So let me know what you think. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Cheaper Jeeper TV. I hope that you found it helpful, and if you did, how about giving the video a thumbs up? If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button right there and the alert bell so you'll be notified when videos like this come out again. Until the next time, I'm Dino for Cheaper Jeeper TV. Be well, stay safe, take care. Good dog, good boy.